Alright guys, not just here to show the fact that hey, I got Shimu back in the day for $7.99, which is now almost $100, but new accessory I got for this baby right here, known as Sega Dreamcast, and it will actually be this. That's the SD card reader. However, contrary to what the package says, this is actually meant to go into the system serial port because obviously no USB port on there. So basically put the the SD flash drive right in there, or SD card right in there. And at this point, you pretty much turn your Dreamcast over, and you're popping it into the port right there for serial. You can see right there, and make sure the pins line up correctly. Oops, like that. So basically, you take this, pop it in, boom, you're all set to go. And right now, I'll go ahead and show you guys a little footage of this thing in action. As you can see here, I decided to go ahead and use the Dream Shell, and that's basically the primary program you want to use when you're trying to read files with the SD card. So of course you saw they had a little modification of the Sega logo screen because hey, they couldn't use the official one because it's not really an official Sega game. Or so say they did that to be on the safe side so they don't get sued. Well anyways, you can see here there are plenty of options in there. So right now I go to the ISO loader, and this is where I go to the SD card directory. As you can see, I have plenty of games in here. A lot of Beats of Rage demos, even an NES emulator, Nestor, SMS, or Secret Mario Chronicles, and even Rise of the Triad, one of the most awesome games ever for first-person shooters back in the day. You know, it's been superseded, but still it's an awesome game. As you see, I had to go ahead and pick Dragon Ball. And you notice that they even took a few screenshots from the Game Boy Advance version of this game, way back in the day. Give a little more of a presentation to it. And of course, I also had to give, see now, props because other guys I guess came out with the Beast of Rage engine. So you see they got a nice little tile screen. You even hear the music from the original cartoon being played right now. So I decided to go ahead and let this music play a little bit before actually starting the game. And now I have two choices of characters. You can pick either Goku or Krillin, so I go ahead and pick Krillin. And right now I'm actually going to fast forward to the loading screen. Because I don't feel like waiting all freaking day for that. So there are some loading times, but not that bad, so I fast forward to it anyway. As you can see here, basic standard Streets of Rage clone with the ability to throw Kamehameha waves right from the start, and even Sonic Flash, or whatever type of move that is. But unfortunately, you do that Flash move, it takes some of his energy away. And one thing you notice is that Krillin isn't quite that powerful. And I think he's in there just to make, basically I think he's in there to make Goku look good, and you'll see that later on. But yeah, Krillin's a decent character so far, but as you get further along this level, you'll be like, okay, I should have picked Goku. One thing I definitely got to give credit to the programmers for doing is providing definitely some awesome visuals and controls in this game. Graphics look very, very good. Actually a lot better than even the Game Boy Advance version. Nice detailed sprite animation, nice detailed characters, and definitely some good backgrounds. And now you'll see a huge difference in gameplay once I switch to Goku. As you can tell from the start, he's a lot stronger. He actually is able to use his weapon without even draining your energy at first, which is pretty good. And of course, he has an even more powerful Kamehameha wave. And especially at times instead of just doing a little sonic flare, he actually uses staff all the way around, or send a staff move, which is a lot more effective than Krillin's little solar flare. So right now it's like Kamehameha. And yeah, so it's pretty much the best way to play this game. Is just spam your enemies with Kamehameha waves. You know it's not quite as fun. You actually do want to get some hand-to-hand combat in there once a blue move, just to actually make it interesting. And one thing they have done is done a good job giving each character their own combo moves that they had in Streets of Rage. So you know, hit characters X number of times, and they say you know to do a special move right afterwards. Like Streets of Rage did it, as well as even Ninja Turtles in Time. And of course, the old classic Battletoads back in the day on the NES, your fist got real big after hitting characters so many times. And of course, the guys who made this game even went as far to have individual bosses, which you'll see later on, and even boss music. And of course, everything else Dragon Ball Z, they gotta make all the characters super powerful, so that the main boss character is super powerful, like Frieza is gonna take a million hits to kill the character. Then when you think they're dead, nope, smoke clears and the person gets right back. Goes by. Bear Thief has a humongous life bar. And that's not enough. They even had to throw in this cheap little board character who seems to be a reject from, I would say Gunstar Heroes was another game that came out recently that's very similar to that that came out from SNK that does some service. Oh, Metal Slug. Yeah, the guy seems like to be an extra from Metal Slug just as a 4 from Dragon Ball. They just shoot random gun bullets at you every once in a while just to irritate you and drain your energy even more so. And the fact that this big bear guy is super hard to kill on top of everything else with a long range attack doesn't help matters either. And of course, like typical Streets of Rage fashion, once you kill your enemy, the final boss, the character, everything gets super slow right for a dramatic ending. So yeah, the guys who made this game really love Goku, but I can tell they really, really hate Krillin. Alright, that's enough of that game. Now on to the next. Okay, now on to Super Fighting Spirit, which appears to be beat 'em up using random characters from multiple fighting games. Notice multiple fighting games, I literally mean like pretty much every SNK or Capcom game you can think of, and then some. That's the loading screen there. Yep. And cool part is they have pretty much a lot of moves from the original games involved too. PS, just gotta love that cheesy 80s music. At this point, I was waiting for some dude in front to jump up and say, "Show enough!" Going to the character select screen right now is a fake Sagat, a tiger. You know what? I'm gonna pick Ken Saruken. So hey, it looked like they kind of ripped off Double Dragon's intro. And of course, I mentioned earlier, I am fast forwarding to the loading screen, so this thing's going at 8 times normal speed for loading. So look at this loading screen, it takes 8 times long. So yeah, I am doing you guys a favor. And a cheap shot right at the beginning. But one thing you will notice, he will have all his moves. However, to do the, Hadouken, is down, forward, and then punch, like you do, like regular quarter circle forward, punch to do Hadoukens. Do the boom kick or the hurricane kick, you double tap forward and then hit attack. Because it's kind of awkward to try to do the circle back and then attack button. So they said we're going to remedy that by having you go forward, and then attack. And of course, for the Sharuken or Dragon Punch, it's forward, down, forward, punch. And it's got another cheap shot with all things a car. And there you go, there's a Shoryuken! And one thing you will also notice is the fact that they even have the fire effects from Street Fighter and even Final Fight in here as well. So yeah, you see a whole bunch of random enemies from random fighting games. Pretty freaking awesome. And now we have Arnold. Speaking of Arnold, I probably will be going to the Arnold Classic this year. I mean next year in 2016. I get why all the fighting game characters in here, but why did they just knock out Jason Voorhees? Oh, speaking of Ken Masters, one thing I did notice is that Visa Beats likes putting them in his intro, so definitely guys, if you haven't done so already, check out Visa Beats' channel. And also another guy I did a fitness collaboration with, along with our homeboy, Cortez Fitness. Definitely check his channel out. And definitely make sure you check out Yoke Lifestyles channel. So those are 3 other YouTube fitness channels here in Detroit. Yoke Lifestyles, Cortez Fitness, and Visa Beats. So definitely check all 3 of them out. And last but not least, since I'm talking about gaming and different things, different operating systems, definitely make sure you check out A.S. Louis because, hey, he's also a lifter and he does a lot of Linux stuff. So check out his channel as well. I have links to all 4 channels in the description. And while we're in this topic of gaming, so I do one more Beast of Rage mod. So now I'm going to go ahead and try Strider. And one thing you'll notice that they use the aesthetics that I've used in the second Strider game, as well as Capcom vs. Marvel. However, it's kind of cool when you see the graphics. One thing I don't like is the fact you see the same character, same enemies over and over and over and over again. So nice little touch there with the tiger. Background graphics are almost exactly like they did in the arcade for the first game, but now you see the problem. The same enemy over and over again, but also one thing I will give them credit for, the audio is freaking awesome, and definitely love the music they chose for this. Other than that, no real complaints, really good effort though, and now it's a super cheap shot from that robot. done with Beach Race, and we're gonna try some Sonic games. And this is kind of interesting because, in case you guys didn't know already, I'm a big fan of Doom. So right now we're gonna see a game where some people say, hey, we're gonna take the Doom engine and then try to make a Sonic game out of it, which resulted in Sonic Robo Blast 2. And that's Sonic not to be mixed up with Sonic. It's still Sonic, it's still drawn somewhat correctly. So this is a Sonic game, not a Sonic game. So go ahead and pick a one-player game, and one thing I do appreciate the fact that you did capture the title screen for the Genesis pretty good. I went ahead and went with easy. You choose either Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and say, you know, let's go ahead with Sonic. Even though I probably chose Tails because this game is kind of a doozy, and you really even get lost in a lot of hard platform, and Tails' ability to actually fly makes the game a lot easier. And one thing you will notice about this versus the PC version, I don't know if the PC version got the music added to it yet or not, but this version, it's just sound effects and no music. So one thing you will hear me playing right now, which is why in the background you do hear me playing some TeknoAXE. Without further ado, I'll go ahead and let you guys watch a little bit of game footage and go from there. Alright, so all in all, yeah, another reason why the Dreamcast, you haven't bought one yet, you owe it yourself to go ahead and buy it. It's normally $30 to $40 used. Definitely worth the investment. Just make sure you get a Model 1. You can look at the bottom of the system to see if it's a Model 1 or Model 2. Model 1s are the ones that actually work with burn discs with no issues, and also work with the SD card reader with no issues as well. So definitely go ahead, get the bootloader that I mentioned earlier at the beginning of this video. The SD card running about $30 online, and the Dreamcast match made in heaven. And I'm saying this as Sonic's doing a little spin that's there. Didn't want me to feel too long, so I'll wrap it up right now. Until next time, thanks for watching and peace out.